Andy, go ahead. You know what I'm saying.
Hey, did you guys know up until yesterday afternoon, Adam 12 had a second job?
I did not. What was Adam's second job?
It was, he killed another radio show, but...
No. Adam doesn't kill radio shows. He kills stations.
Stations
It's
only.
a much bigger responsibility.
You're referring to Rich Shirtley, whose show
Three and
was
counting.
canceled before 6 months on the air. Yes, I understand. Thank you. It's exciting for me, too.
Yeah, had the entire station gone down, I would have suspected 12 of moonlighting.
Right.
That's not the case.
No.
At one point, maybe we'll go over his closing statement because he has the inability to tell the truth that is really quite fascinating, and then I'll leave it at that. I mean, just why can you not be forthright and honest? It would appeal to the audience so much, but here we are, and maybe we won't. Who knows? But
Stay tuned.
Right, exactly. But I'll be completely honest with you. I'm very happy that's over. I'm not surprised, and I'm very happy because I feel like he's a backstabber and does not tell the truth and is not loved by his fellow employees, certainly here.
See, now this is where your personal and much longer history leads you to feel that way. And I still operate with the exception of just like a handful of people that I've worked with or known throughout my life. For the most part, I don't want anyone to be completely out of a job. So I can't say that I feel happy about it.
Well, he to my understanding, tried to maneuver it to get me out of a job.
Exactly. So
Right.
that's why I say you have a different history and a different mindset when it comes to that. But even guys that, have been across the street that, we were in direct competition.
Oh, no. That's
like
different.
Stuff like that. It's
That's
like
different.
Where you would think in other but I think a lot of people feel this way. It's like, I don't want the guy to be like literally out of a job without money coming in.
No.
And I don't feel that way about Rich. I don't.
I'm not asking you to.
No,
I mean,
no.
you didn't work with the guy.
Yeah. Well, I just, just so we're all clear on what's the official statement from the show. We should put out a statement.
Oh,
we should craft a press release.
Can we put it with the black backdrop and the white lettering and the whole thing?
From Toucher and Hardy,
Yeah.
and we'll run it past corporate and our bosses here. But we'll issue an official press release where maybe we all get a quote.
We will not be taking questions at this time. Yeah. And put that right at the bottom.
I mean, John can certainly understand why I would.
Yes, I do.
I think that and I'll tell you when I would not have said anything today is if I would have read the statement that he put out and it seemed like he had learned any humility. Like if there was any truth or humility, like he had learned anything from this experience. Like don't backstab your friends, don't be a snake, can talk to people to their face, don't lie about how you got into a situation. But there was no transparency, and it's just still the same garbage. It's everyone else's fault. It's no one else's. It's everyone else's fault. Lies. Like it's just nonsense. And then I can't imagine he gets another job in the market, so I'll never talk about him again.
So this is, and I'm not countering anything you're saying, Fred, but it is a remarkably short amount of time that show was on the air. Now, whether or not you think the station or the company had to do it, whether it was part of larger cuts,
he was tanking the station. I mean, you know that.
I know, but still, outside of David Lee Roth, I don't know that that I'm aware of a shorter run than that.
Have you? I'll ask you this in all honesty, and this has nothing to do with him. Do you, in your history of you're in your 50s. You've been in radio. You're almost your entire adult life. Oh. Have you heard a veteran talk show, quote unquote, host go and start a show that was that bad?
David Lee Roth.
No, veteran host.
Oh.
A guy who's done radio for years start a show that was that bad.
Yeah, but how much did you really listen to it? I listened to it 5 minutes one day when we were off, and I would hear the clips online.
I heard enough of it to. Well, okay, say you only listened to the first day.
Look, it wasn't for me. And that's for sure.
No, but that like rookie bad, like my first day on any show before I even worked in radio wasn't that bad. I mean, come on, it was horrible, and the whole concept behind it was horrible. He took every one of his weaknesses, which there are many, and said, "These are my strengths. I'm going to do this." And he alienated, according to the ratings, alienated their entire existing audience and brought no one from the old audience with him.
I didn't.
Which is this ego and lack of humility to recognize your weaknesses.
Yeah, I did not agree with the concept of it from the jump, and
Didn't understand the concept of it.
playing
Why would he do that?
playing
The
some music.
third all sports talk show in Boston.
No, I
When
don't-
you don't know anything about sports and
In
didn't
the
grow up
morning.
watching them, and didn't
I
grow up
don't-
watching them, and then also, why would you? What I would have done? I'll tell you later. I would have done things so much differently. I would still be on the air there though, because I can host a show. But because that's what I do. But regardless, it's not a big deal to anyone else but me.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's fair to call him like a veteran radio guy. Yes, a veteran radio host. No,
Sure, but I
wasn't.
mean, he should have known better. He should have known better. His ego didn't allow him to do something. He never would have been a big success, but he certainly wouldn't have been fired before 6 months.
yeah, and the only reason why I call myself a veteran radio host is because of the long-running Sports Hub Golf Club, which is, I mean, fingers crossed, entering its 13th year
Has
in
it been
the
that
spring
long?
of 2025,
Wow.
and suffice it to say that show does not host itself
Labor of love.
Yes.
And how long has that been on?
since 2013.
And that adds up to 11 years, which is over double the amount of months
Well,
in years that the Richie